Welcome back to Eleren. When we last joined our heroes, they said their goodbyes to the tribes in the tribunal, and Jamba once again left home, heading east. With a quick step through a large jungle tree, they found themselves on the eastern side of the Elwood Forest, their eyes on plains and the savanna that lies between the fiery peaks and the Rake Highlands. After spending a comfortable evening in their tiny hut, they awoke to the smell of ozone and a soggy interior, as Caliban received another vision of his destiny the night before. Taking a minute to turn to mist, the party continued on to one of the Grey Barrow cities, where they had some dinner and a conversation with Ridgeway Dragonbreath, Dragonborn, who was the proprietor of the Hungry Crocodile. Ridgeway shared some secrets of the spicy cuisine with Guy and news about his former homeland, the city of Drakengard. Continuing their trek, they stopped in Orbwich, where they again had dinner, and some even had dessert. They also learned that there was an interesting and unique dinner and entertainment house in Ravenfist. Curious about this new form of entertainment, the party continued on to Ravensfist, where they bribed their way into the theater known as the Nightly Dana and Tournament, recently renamed so by Randolph Dana, whose ancestor had apparently been some sort of local hero. And that's where we catch up with the party. You find yourself in the nightclub, where you're to meet with Randolph once they return from their most recent performance in portrayal of his ancestor vanquishing his many troll foes with his papier-mâché greatsword. The entire place reeks of poor cosplay and a great time, while a very real 7-foot greatsword hangs above the hearth of a roaring fire. What happens next?
Nice nightclub, right?
Yeah.
Suppose
What
we
time-
wait for the performer.
Yeah, what time is it?
Evening, let's call it 9 o'clock, probably done. Your show, dinner and everything took just under 2 hours.
We got our rooms though, right?
Yeah, absolutely got.
So there are rooms at the club?
Yes, that is correct. You have some rooms. You've spoken with Karen, who said she's going to come back and have a more of a conversation perhaps later after she walks her mother-in-law home. And Randolph said he would meet you back here to talk more about why this place has gotten more popular over the last several weeks, if not months.
So not everyone might get this connection, but in the real world, is this like a House of Blues where there's like a restaurant area, but then there's also like the performance area in the back?
More like a Excalibur.
Nice.
Where you
I was thinking
sit and
medieval
watch
times.
Yes, medieval times is definitely the motif I was going for. So it is, but with rooms, it's more like an Excalibur / medieval times.
Is there like
And-
a tavern place for us to wait and hang out? Because we said we'd talk to him like after the performance. All right, then we should just hang out down there.
You're currently in the nightclub, KNIGHT.
Nice.
Oh,
Nice.
oh, I see what you did there.
Well, I'm going to be getting some more information from one of the fine women who work here, maybe, and I will pass that along when I do. But that greatsword was definitely something special, and his story seems fishy. So I think we should wait around, hang out, enjoy ourselves. We got to stay here anyway.
How's the food been so far?
Okay, right? Mass produced the ale and mead that was given as part of the dinner, a little bit watered down, but I mean it's passable. You know, it's fatty and greasy and probably tastes good, but it's probably not very good for you.
Well, that's 2 of the 4 food groups right there.
Yeah,
What normal for a big for like a corporate conglomerate type?
Yeah. Yep, definitely. I wouldn't say refreshes your palate, Guy, being a chef yourself. Certainly not as good as Ridgeway's food at that tavern. For a small place that primarily serves fish, it's decent, passable. Won't make you throw up unless you have too many ales.
Always a risk.
Was that one of the reviews? Won't make you throw up unless you have too many ales.
Yeah, exactly.
Ooh, can I quote you on that, Caliban? That'd be a great line.
No, I can imagine a blurb on the poster. Critics rave. Can hardly smell the puke at all.
9 out of 10 lasses agree.
After about an hour, Randolph comes in and all the people are wanting autographs, and some of the other people, the musicians who played the trumpets and bugles, and everybody comes in and hangs around the people and pandering for some kind of tips. And there's appears to be rich merchant types, or probably people who have been invited to this place on part of a business dinner, and they, glad hand with Randolph. And after a while, he walks over to the bar as most of the people have left. He wipes his fake chainmail gauntlet on his forehead as if he's sweating, but clearly he hasn't really worked too hard to sweat enough. And he nods to the bartender who's sitting around this, what looks like a circular or at least horseshoe-shaped bar, and he walks to your group and let me buy you a drink. And he gestures to each one of you, and he'll say, Jones, anything this group needs, that's out of the well. Jones, the bartender, gets whatever drink you wish, whether it's some kind of fruity juice or hard ale, or even some kind of moonshine that they've created here. And he says, so some of you had questions before I had to run off. I understand somebody told me you're going to be staying here, so, we can stay here as long as you like and discuss.
Oh, we're very interested in your story.
Yeah.
And again, he starts to talk about how his long-lost ancestor, the great Bryn Dana, supposedly a knight of some order. Everybody give me an insight check.
Yes, sir.
That's about right.
Oh,
Jamba's too busy drinking.
I got a 2 insight, 21 for Guy, insight, and Silas has an 8. Caliban has a 20. So Guy and Caliban, you get the sense that he is telling what he feels is the truth. And he's not embellishing it as much as he was before, but you feel that he might be holding information or withholding information.
So recently you said that you guys just went ahead and changed the story. What caused that change? What was it before? Because apparently you guys changed it and everything's all popular now. So how did that work?
Well, we used to call it the Order of the Feast, named after one of the orders. Play on words, right? Order of the Fist, Order of the Feast. Get it?
Yeah.
But we changed the name to Knightly Dana Tournament. And for whatever reason, and people have come to enjoy the new story we're telling. And he says, after he says they enjoy the new story we're telling, he kind of puts his eyes downcast at his drink, kind of seemingly with your insight, Guy and Caliban, like still kind of withholding. Well, not kind of withholding, seemingly withholding information.
Well, what can we do to convince you to tell us the secret to your success and why that change was made? How can we convince you?
What was unpopular about the old story?
Oh, it was just about, a tournament amongst the local cities that had. I figured people would come from the different cities to root on their person, their knight, and it was a story about different orders. And the final person who won the tournament, they ended up being crowned a knight of the southeastern region, and people are just kind of not really popular or not really into that story. And then we started telling them the story about my ancestor, and people really got into it. Well,
the thing is that you just said that the story was new, but this has happened a while back. So I mean, I don't get it. Come on, I know there's something you're not telling us. If the story is new, then why wasn't it told when you first got this place up?
Roll a persuasion check.
May I aid?
Yes. Do you want to say something to aid as part of the mechanic?
Sure. As a man of performance myself, I can tell you that what you're doing here is obviously working, right? You've got people out the door, you're turning people away every night, so clearly you're doing the right thing here. But we're here to learn the deeper meaning and the truth behind what's actually going on here. And we can tell something's bothering you, something's heavy on your soul, and you can rely on us to keep it a secret.
So you can roll individually, or one person can roll with advantage.
Let's go ahead and roll individually.
All right. It's a 23 because I cannot roll below a 10.
23. So he reaches behind the bar and kind of gets up on the footrest that's a brass ring that goes around the bar, and he takes out a journal and places it on the bar next to you guys. And he says, I found this when we were remodeling and doing some maintenance. Now I'm trying to channel my inner Silas.
Sorry, mate.
It's infectious.
I found this when we were remodeling and doing some maintenance. He opens it and he flips through a few pages. Yes, here it is. And he starts reading it. And he says, we tracked the beasts many days through the rolling and forested hills, only to come upon a large well standing by itself in a forested glade. We observed the beasts throw great chests overflowing with platinum, gold, and gems into this place. Gleaming swords radiating their own light were cast into this well, pit, I know not. Even large shelves of tomes whose covers bore images of a gauntlet, an eye, a foot, and the mind. We move on the morning light and rid the land of the scourge alongside of the Order of the Raven. Signed, Bryn Dana, Knight Captain of the Order of the Fist. He flips, and there's looks like a hand-drawn map with an X that identifies actually this well that you've already have seen as where this well might be. He says, but wait, there's more. We descended the well, reaching the bottom. Our lanterns lighting the area as gold, jewels, and gems, arms and armor winked back at us. Being pious men, we took only what we could carry, and I claimed one of the swords, as mine had been broken in battle, having to kill one of the beasts time and again. In truth, so immense were their offerings, we could not have cleared the trove had we wanted to. We tried to sanctify the area, but no words could be spoken. So we exited the well, destroyed the entrance, in hopes that they could never again use this place as their foul church. We returned to the town and pledged our tithings at the temple. As a memento of the deeds we had performed, the sword was hung above the hearth for all to see. He slowly closes this journal of his ancestor, some knight captain of the Order of the Fist. My grandfather said that this place was named after the Order of the Raven and the Order of the Fist for the deeds they did that day, and he gestures over to the sword. And that was the sword that the great Brindana brought back. So it seems like a much better story than, just people coming in for a tournament. People are eager to see the sword. They're eager to see the great things that happened by my ancestor that day alongside his other brethren in the knighthood.
Well, sir, I'm inclined to agree with you on that. Have you ever thought of going back out there?
I thought it was just an old wives' tale Grandma used to talk about. Her grandma who used to tell the story coming from her grandmother. I've never really thought about it. And, well, I mean, to be honest, I haven't stepped anywhere outside the city. So if you ask if I wanted to ever go back out there and take a look, no, I'm not really interested. Now that we're sold out every night, I've got to be here to put on my performance. And he does some oddly weird turn with his hand in the air and his arm across his midsection as if he, is preparing to bow or flourish for you.
The map that he showed us in the book, was it like pretty detailed, or was it just like, this overland map where it's just a well in the forest?
It's a hand-drawn map, very rudimentary. Like X is where circle is where we started, and then it's drawn up the towards the forest, and then there's just an X where this whale is supposed to be.
Oh, in to Silas, or to Silas and to Caliban, in their heads, they go, "If you guys are interested, I'm interested."
A well filled with riches. That seems like it might be worth a look.
There's no mention of the order who befouled that place, who they were or what they did, just that it was full of treasure. And, I have to say, I don't plan on taking it. It is a beautiful heirloom, but is there any chance I could identify the great sword before we go to bed tonight? I have the ability to do so magically.
He says, for free?
Well, if it's something you're interested in learning, maybe you can pay me for the service. Unless you know what it does or what it is.
I mean, most of the people who can do that magic stuff want to charge for it. So, I got employees to pay, and, I'm sure you met Karen and Phyllis.
Right. Well,
how about we identify it? We could tell you what it does for us to look at that journal of yours again and probably make a copy of it.
You can make a persuasion check. You guys can tag team it if you want.
Yeah.
Individual.
Okay.
Damn it. Oh, but you can't roll less than a. That's oh, never mind. I was looking at Caliban's check.
Yeah. 26.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds great to me. I mean, perhaps if you even go back out there, you could, when you come back, let everybody know that you were sponsored by the great Randolph Dana on a quest to find the riches that my ancestor Bryn Dana and what befell the foul creatures that were throwing these riches into the well. And he starts spinning up this crazy story, and we can add it to the show.
Hold your horses there. Hold on. I understand that the flourish of showmanship comes through and every time you open your mouth, but you should realize that, with this story of yours, the very fact that we go and check it out, and if it is legit, if it is real, that will lead so much credence to this place. It will only add to the foundation of your story. And of course, we will talk about how wonderful this place is. We've had a wonderful time here, and especially if we come out on the other side of this little venture richer for it, we will definitely pass along the good news. We travel far and wide, and the story of this place can be carried along with us for sure.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. Let's go take a look.
So I imagine while I identify for the next minute, whoever wants to copy the journal and the map.
He hands his journal to Jones, the bartender, and keep an eye on it, make sure they don't take it while I go over here. And he'll walk with you over to this 7-foot long greatsword that's unblemished and shining. Some kind of ivory or bone makes up the handle of it. The cross guards look like trolls with their mouths open at the edge of the cross guards, and it looks like some sort of sunlight or fiery radiance that licks up the blade, and there are runes carved along this blade.
It is definitely a thing of beauty. I will have to handle it for the next minute. Usually it takes longer, but we're not in the middle of a dungeon or anything. I can use a bit of magic. Do you mind?
Okay. No. And he'll look at Jamba. and like wave to Jamba unless you're not with Silas, if you're with the rest of the group. Otherwise,
Oh,
if you're with
Jamba and
Silas, let's
Torn have
say-
for sure found just random dudes at the bar and have entered a drinking competition. We're fully gone.
Who's your tall friend there? The one without the shirt.
Oh, that's Jamba. You want him to get it off the wall?
Yeah, it's kind of really heavy.
Yeah, no, I can see that. Jamba.
Huh?
Hey, just a moment there, fellas. Jamba, could we get your help getting this here great sword off the ground so I can take a look at it, and then you can go back to showing everybody up?
Yeah, Jamba will just reach up and try to take it down with one hand.
Yeah, it's really heavy. If you want to do it with one hand, it'll be an athletics check.
Ooh.
You got this.
Oh, the cockiness. Maybe I shouldn't have done this. Oh, why was that an advantage? Oh, because it thinks I'm raging. But the first one was at 18?
18. Yeah, easy enough. Your hand starts to shake as you put it on the table that's sitting nearest the hearth, and you lay it on this table, and it's heavy. It's obviously oversized, as if it was used by a large creature.
Ooh.
That's a good blade.
Yeah, thank you. You go kick some ass.
Yep, Jamba didn't let go of his mug. That's why he took it with one hand.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Caliban, do you have any writing utensils or anything like that? I don't have any.
Let me look.
If you don't, Silas could have left you some. But I'm going to start identifying.
Okay. And as you
I have
start
nothing like
identifying
that.
it,
All right, we'll wait for Silas to finish up. We'll ask him.
Yeah, I got ink, pen, paper.
and as you take the minute to identify this blade, you get a very familiar feeling. Very similar to the magical properties that emanate from your lyre.
What? Okay.
So this is a weapon from the age of Ein.
Oh, okay. All right. So it says here I'd get its properties and how to use them, whether it requires magical attunements to use, how many charges it has, if any. Also learn if there's any spells affecting the item and what they are, and if the item was created by a spell.
So it is a magical sword, definitely requires attunement.
Okay.
Requires attunement by a giant kin.
Wow. Okay.
There's an enchantment of light on it when it becomes attuned. And you feel that there's some underlying unknown power dormant within.
All right. Well, I have to tell you here, none of us could even wield this if we could. This requires, as you can see, it being massive. Yeah, this is made for someone of giant descent, and to use its full powers, you'd have to have giant blood in you. This is a powerful magical item. You keep it where it's at, but do your best to. And I'm like kind of doing this in a whisper so no one around us can hear it. Do your best to not let anyone know its true nature, because this is a powerful weapon.
You're just pulling my leg, right?
No, this is made for giant folk, and it's so powerful that my magic, it usually tells me everything about an item, right? But there are weapons from an age long past that are so powerful that you'd actually have to attune to them in order to really understand and tap into their power. And even then, you'd have to bond with the weapon, and you'd have to be true to it in order to. No, it's hard to explain. But this is something special. It's the kind of thing where, I'd even call this priceless. This is, again, not usable by any of us. This requires a giant or someone with giant blood to use. But I don't know if this is a good weapon or evil weapon. I mean, hell, weapons are just weapons, right? Depends on the wielder, but this comes from an age long past, and it's powerful. Okay? So, when you speak of this weapon, do not let on how old it is. Just keep your story as it is, okay? Someone tries to buy it off you, someone tries to take it from you, do your best to not let that happen, okay? This is something else.
Okay.
I didn't even, I mean, if any of us could use it, I imagine my group and we would probably try and buy it off of you. But the fact that none of us can use it, you know, and it's a family heirloom, it's just, do your best to keep its nature a secret. It's just, tell everyone else it's just a big, powerful weapon, and it gives credence to your story, okay? I mean, it's 7 foot long. It's not that hard to, to tell.
Well,
at least we know. At least we know that if it's here.
Mm-hmm.
At least we know that if it's here, it won't be in the wrong hands. If you know what I mean.
Right. Yeah, you should keep this safe. What were you gonna say?
I mean, it's been here in the family for years.
Right.
Grandma used to say this used to be a temple. I'm not really sure. I mean, as long as I've known, you know, been around here, it's been in the family. It's been either soup kitchen or, you know, now
This used to be a temple.
Dinner and tournament in the Eastern Kingdoms, south of the capital. You know, and he goes on his little bill, thinking, how can I use this in my our story?
In fact, if I were you, this place is very popular. This place is probably very profitable, right? If I were you, I would commission a replica of this, and I would put this somewhere safe, and I'd leave the replica up on the wall. Because if someone more powerful and less nice than my group comes in, they might try and take it from you if they knew what it was. Because I can tell you right now, I could tell that it was magic from across the room. That's how powerful it is. So if I were you, I'd get a replica made that looks just like this, and I'd put it up on the wall in its place, and I'd put this somewhere safe. Okay?
Okay, there's a smith here. Family of Smiths, I guess it would be. It's our Ermina family runs a blacksmith shop. Maybe I can ask them.
If they ask you
will
why,
it shine?
Oh yeah, it emits a light, right? Or does that only when it's attuned?
Only when it's attuned, but it's really shiny.
Really shiny.
Yeah.
A smith can probably put something on it to make it shiny like that. You know, I'm not a smith, so I can't tell you for certain. But if they ask why you want a commission, just tell them that, you know, you don't want the family heirloom stolen. There's a lot of people coming in here every day now, multiple times a day. So you don't want someone to just run up and run off with it. You know what I mean? Don't let on its nature, like I said. Just say you want to put a replica on the wall to keep this one safe for your family. And they could put something on it to make it shiny, I'm sure.
Well, I mean, your friend could barely pick it up, so it'll be safe for a little while, I guess, until I can come up with the funds to get something crafted this nice that will pass inspection.
Well, I mean, it's up on the wall, right? As long as it just looks good from a distance, you're fine. How many people are asking to get it off the wall like us?
Oh, every night there's somebody. It's usually the really drunk guy who thinks he can carry it and goes over there and tries to pick it up. And then, you know, Jones has to tell him to get away from it or put it down. Most of the time they can't even lift it off the wall. I couldn't do it. That's why I figured your friend would.
No, and we appreciate it.
Like Thor's hammer. Yep.
I mean, yeah, just have them make it out of some heavy metal. It doesn't have to be. I'm trying to impress upon you that this thing is unique, as far as I can tell. So,
do you think your friend could help us lift it?
Oh no, yeah. Jamba. Could you come on back and help me put this back up on the wall?
Yeah, we won.
Well, yeah, I had no doubt, Jamba. That's a foregone conclusion. Have you looked at yourself? Have you? You know, I've never actually seen you look in a mirror before. Do you know how big you are?
I am normal size.
We can't for you, but you like walk over to me and I look up at you, but you're all right. That doesn't matter. Please, could you help us put it back on the wall?
Here, let me hold your mug.
Yes, and I will carefully place it, respecting the weight of it now. I don't want to drop it on myself. I will put it up with 2 hands.
2 hands, you lift it and put it back on. It's holding, or just 2 iron, what look like U-shaped brackets that are bolted into the hearth. And you lay it on there, and it's impressive looking. When you have it in your hands, there is this feeling that it somehow wants to be wielded as you put it back. But you put it back,
does
and
not feel happy.
Randolph thanks you and walks back with you towards the bar.
I guess at that point, Silas would notice that y'all haven't started working on the journal yet, so he goes into his bags and he pulls out paper and ink and a pen and a little bit of sand. You need any sealing wax? I got sealing wax here. I used to have to write a bunch of letters for my past work. Do you need any?
All right. So who would be the best? Who here has the best drawing ability?
Who's the most dexterous?
Well, I'm definitely the most dexterous. If you want, I could try doing it.
Yeah, I think you'd be the best. I've seen you work with your hands.
Well, what are you trying to say?
You're a freaking demon in the kitchen.
Oh, yeah. That's right. So, Guy will ask the book. Ask the book of the bartender has it, right? Or do we have it?
Yep, bartender has it. Well, he probably put it in front of you and just standing there waiting for you to make a copy of it, but you have no tools. And
let's go
Randolph
ahead
and Silas and
let's go ahead and back. Guy will go in and try for the rest of the night to get a copy of the pertinent pages that we need from it.
Okay. Yeah, there's no rolls or anything. You can spend the time as they're eventually Jones shoos everybody out of the nightclub, and knowing that you have the key or your keys to the room, they, let anybody who's staying the night stay the night. Fortunately, you made a deal with somebody who can sold out rooms and send other people away and is very used to doing it. Karen has provided you with rooms for the evening, and you spend the time copying the book, and you have the crude map towards the well of Vaprak. As nice. Randolph starts getting more to his cups, he tells you that these beasts that his ancestor slew was known as the High Court of Vaprak. And anybody can give me a religion check if you'd like.
Religion.
Natural 20.
Why?
Of all people.
That's
Jamba.
Really funny.
You've heard about this, and it's probably goes in stories or wives' tales that's been passed down, the knowledge. Maybe there's even something in the scrolls that talk about this being known as Vaprak, the god or the deity that trolls, ogres, sometimes even orcs revere. That this High Court of Vaprak, this was one of their temples or caches that they would put stuff into. And he says, they slew this quote unquote High Court of Vaprak as place. That's what the story says, that the Order of the Raven and the Order of the Fist. While Raven's Fist didn't exist, it was kind of the closest temple that had paladins, and that's where they met up, and they went to this place of this High Court of this trollish deity and vanquished the High Court, and they returned to this area, and the city of Raven Fist grew up around it.
How do you know this, Jamba?
They're legendary for being worthy foes. The followers of Vaprak.
Makes sense.
Been foretold in the scrolls.
All right. That sounds like fun.
And the night goes by, and you guys finish your conversations, and Randolph says he's going to turn in, and Jones looks like he's just waiting for you guys to go head back to your rooms.
So it says right here that one, they covered the cache up when they left. So it's something that we might need to physically search for an entrance. And two,
Yeah, they destroyed it, right? That's what they said. Destroyed it.
they destroyed the entrance.
Yeah.
And two, they said they couldn't cast any spells, or was it here? Wait, it was complete silence. They couldn't talk.
Yeah, they couldn't talk at all, right? That's a hell of a thing.
So there might be a few booby traps down there. So Caliban, Jamba, Torin, you guys want to go to a little detour?
You said there were more swords?
Big ones.
Yeah, they said that place is full of hell of things. I have to say though, my magics, basically all of them require me to speak. So if we can't,
Yeah, same here, mostly.
yeah, if we can't do something about that silence down there that they dealt with, I'm gonna be basically neutralized. I mean, I could still fight, right? Physically, I could still do what I need to, but man, I'd be all but neutralized.
I think we should be fine. You have my glaive. Our liege has his sword.
And Jamba, I don't know if you've ever seen me do this, but Silas, after 6 seconds, makes his rapier appear in his hand. He says, "Yeah, I know how to use this. I just don't usually."
Look, you have a needle.
Yeah, I mean, you poke someone enough, they go down.
Caliban can just be Badger. That's scary.
Like a normal size badger?
I mean, normal sized badgers are also pretty scary.
Well, yeah, if it's a honey badger.
Do you need to speak to transform, Caliban?
No, I just do it.
Well, Caliban will probably be how we get in.
Oh, that's a good point. It's a good point if it's covered up by earth. Well,
In his head, Jamba just thinks if there's no talking, there's no fire. Or no, this is the wrong one. Wow, I'm tripping. I'm sorry.
What? What?
I'm tired. I apologize, guys.
that's a parallel universe. Silas is for it. Sounds like fun. It's you know what though, Caliban, it's really up to you. We're doing this journey. We're heading east because of your dreams, right? So it's up to you, my friend.
I will say the same thing. Yes.
It's not that much of a deviation. It looks like it could be interesting.
All right.
And if there's no more planning, you guys can settle into your rooms for the evening, as Karen and Phyllis probably got lost on the way home and went to a competitor tavern getting hammered like they usually do after people yell at them all night long, and don't return that night.
Good for them. No, have some fun.
I shall just carry King Torin to his bed and let him sleep it off.
Maybe, Rick, do you wanna roll for Torin and see how they do in their drinking game? See who wins, Jamba or Torin? I'm fine piloting for combat, but I feel terrible losing a drinking game for him. I know that's gonna matter more.
It was all like super. How do I say this? All the booze in the nightclub is really watered down, so they can get all the margin they can out of it.
Right.
So nobody got really hammered unless they spent money on the good stuff, which are usually the people who have other people out for business and want to try to swindle them in some kind of deal while they're less than 100%. But the stuff that they were giving you, as you remember, Randolph says, whatever's in the well, and not the expensive stuff, basically. So you likely would have gotten full before you would have gotten drunk. And looking at Torin and Jamba is like literally the biggest person this place has probably seen in a long while.
Yeah, we got the good cosplay. Well, you guys got the good cosplay. I look like I work in the kitchen.
True.
Half the time, people are walking up to me asking for refills.
Yeah, exactly. The food was delicious. They were giving, what's the phrase? Give my compliments to the chef. They were giving you compliments directly.
And I was like, nope, that's not me.
That's funny.
So if there's nothing else you guys want to achieve, you can turn in for the night.
I got nothing.
I'm good.
Me too.
And the night goes by uneventful as you wake the next morning to, sounds like maintenance to this theater area. Looks like they're putting in additional seating to handle the overflow crowds. Randolph's nowhere to be seen. He probably sleeps all day long and gets up and doesn't go to bed until just before the sun rises and doesn't get to work until just before he needs to go on. But it's the morning. You can head down and have breakfast to plan what you want to do, or you can head out into the streets of Ravenfist and follow your map.
I'm down with just leaving after a quick breakfast. But it's up to you guys how we want to travel there and et cetera, because walking is a few days.
I mean, it might be a good idea to fly there. I say this maybe over breakfast. It might be a good idea to fly there, right? We can get there in a day and then spend the rest of the day looking for the entrance, and then that might take us the rest of the day, and then once we find it, we can unearth it and go in the morning.
Yeah, that sounds like a plan.
Sounds good to me.
That way we're fresh, right? I don't want us weakened, because it sounds like it might be pretty dangerous down there. Well, if it's settled, let's finish this wonderful breakfast and watered breakfast ale and get to flying.
Jamba demands twisty bread.
As you finish your breakfast, there is no twisty bread, just hard pastries, nothing as exotic or fine as the cinnamon you might find in Catal. And you guys finish your breakfast. The person who was helping you said, Mr. Dana said that the breakfast is on the house and thanks you for everything you've done for him. And be sure to come back and tell all your friends.
Thank you. Yeah, will do.
Bop, 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 bop.
So is the plan to go mist form what's
Cloud walk? What's it called? Wind walk?
Yeah, wind walk. I don't want to walk all the way. Walk.
We're too bougie for traveling on foot.
Yep. What's the point? You can get there in half the time.
Yeah, that's like
it is.
That's like 10 days walking or something.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just about 10 days. So you can get there in about 4 hours, actually. So you become mist out in the streets, people going from their workplace to workplace, and you guys head out of the city back the way you've come towards the Twin Lakes woodland. You make your way deeper into the forest, remembering where you might have, or where this area might have been. As you go through these rolling hills and the trees that are spotted thickly around them, it really looks very, very similar. Is there anything you'd like to try to do to look for what this might be? Give me a better understanding of how you're trying to search for this entrance that had been closed years ago.
Was there anything in the map or the journal, any sort of
like a
landmark?
It was supposed to be a well near a glade surrounded by trees that was on a rise of a small hill. If you want to aim for that, you guys can give me a perception check.
Yeah, let's do that.
Oh.
21 and a 17 look like the highest.
So as you're heading in there, Guy, you see this copse of trees, and you swear that it matches somewhat of the description that was given that this area might be, but you're not certain. You probably have to get a closer look.
Well, I let everybody know while we're wind walking in their heads.
Oh yeah, you're the only one that can talk.
With the exception of Jamba. To follow me, hoping that Jamba will just take the hint that everybody's going in this direction.
Jamba learns to follow the cloud.
Yeah, I feel like this is old hat at this point. This is how we do it.
And as we get closer, I don't want to quite touch down.
Mm-hmm.
So let's stay like, I don't know, at least 100 feet above.
What you see is a hill, and on this hill there are what look like several rocks covered in earth, dirt, and brush overgrowth.
So it looks like it was covered.
Potentially, yeah.
All right, guys. I think down over there, and like the cloud like gently like somehow points. So you guys want to go down and investigate that? If bob up and down if it's a yes, or shift left and right if it's a no.
Sure. Remember that we can go in and out of the shape for 8 hours.
Oh, okay. I did not know that. Thank you.
So if you lead us down, we will follow.
All right. That's what I was going to say. I turned back into a halfling and fall 100 feet up in the air. But we will go ahead and land.
Okay. And you land
not directly on the thing, but like
right on top of the blade. Yeah.
No, on the edge of the blade.
Where the trees kind of become more sparse. And the place is really overgrown. Looks like it hasn't been occupied in a long time. Not occupied, but traveled through. There aren't any animal trails or anything like that runs through, any animal paths or anything of the sort. But you can all give me either perception or survival.
Damn, 2 in a row.
Guy's killing it.
I know. So you start making your way around and among the natural rocks that looks like there are man-made rocks with some mortar that cause them to stick together, caked with some kind of what looks like clay or overgrown with dirt.
Oh wow! So I'm reading one walk. So that means that we still have it for the next 4 hours, and it's not concentration, and we can come in and out of it. Okay.
Yeah, it just takes a minute.
It just takes a minute.
Yep.
All right. Cool. Well, I think if any place looks kind of covered, it's right over there. Guy points in that direction. I don't have shovels for hands though. What do you guys think?
Did we forget to bring shovels with us?
You know, Jamba implied that you change into a burrowing type creature and
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay. I mean,
why you guys sit around and take your leisure?
Well, I was gonna. We talked about taking our rest out here, so I was gonna patrol the area with Jamba or Guy or whatever, or whoever wants to, and make sure this area is safe, and then look for a place to set up camp nearby.
Yeah, maybe how about we do that first? Find a place to set up camp.
Make sure the area is safe.
Yeah, make sure it's safe, and then we could go ahead and start working on the hole there.
Yeah, because I can hut it up still, so we should be all right with that. But we should definitely check the area first.
You all can give me a survival check to find a decent place, and if you want to check the area for any kind of potential problems, you can give me a perception check.
All right.
I have rolled 3 natural ones in a row.
Oh my god!
Looking around, every area seems to be as good as another. As you go into the wood line, the forest gets thicker. This is obviously a glade that either is preventing trees from growing in the area, or purposely not having trees grow in the area for whatever reason. But every other place looks very similar, good enough for a camp. But Caliban, you hear a feminine voice that calls out from behind you. Ho there! It's been a long time. How fare the Outlanders? And as you turn, you spot the familiar face of Amdala and Korvar. And she moves forward confidently, greeting you with a druidic hello, and leans in for a hug. You see Jamba and Silas. You see a blonde-haired female wearing green and brown leathers. On her left chest, it looks like a golden embroidered willow tree. She's carrying a longbow, and she walks a very almost silent step through the forest. And behind her is a human male in the similar armor. His hair is a little bit longer, tied up into a man bun, and he smiles as he greets Torin, Guy, and Caliban. So you find yourselves in company of some people you haven't seen in, I guess it would be months, maybe even over a year. The druidic people of the Elwood, Amdala, who you rescued from the prison of the Lizardmen, and the captain, maybe one of the lead scouts that helped escort you out of the Elwood. Their frames and silhouettes look eerily similar to those silhouettes you saw in the darkness of the Elwood only a few days earlier, guy. But here you are outside this hillock, and Amdala says, you see her cock her head to the side, and she says, "There's something here. Can you hear that?" Everybody roll perception. And I will.
Finally.
Nice.
Yeah, you hear some heavy footfalls coming from the wood line, Caliban. And somebody roll me a d4.
I can do it.
Do it.
That's a 2.
2.
2 giants.
All right.
Why you got to bring that up into the world? You don't have to say stuff like that. You know it.
Well, better than 4 giants
I know.
or 1 dragon.
Sometimes you want to roll low.
Mm-mm. Give me a moment to move your
Yeah, take
tokens to map 2. And we're going to
my
roll
God.
some initiative.
Oh my
For
god.
the first time
First time we've gotten into fights since the tattoos.
in a long time.
Man, I wish I
Oh
had
man, I gotta
attuned
read
my
the tattoos I have.
See. And we will activate this.
Torin is the sun.
Cool.
Oops, wrong one. We are not there. It's my generic maps for encounters. You guys are over here. Is everybody on the... Oh, you guys aren't the right size because I have you half size for...
Oh, that other map.
I was wondering why
That
this
other
map
map.
traumatizes me so much. I have seen it before.
Oh, I didn't know there was water around here.
It's just a random map.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He needed a place to kill us.
Yep.
When I rolled the d4, it wasn't how many enemies are coming, because there's going to be more than we can count. It's just which map we were going to die on.
How many of us are going to live?
Yeah, that's... Yeah, which map you're going to be on. Is everybody on... Can everybody see each other on the map?
It looks
Or
like...
other people...
What's her name is? Oh, yeah, Jamba. Jamba is not right.
Jamba is tiny.
Guy
That's
is
my nightmare.
massive and Jamba is tiny. I think we're missing... There she is.
Let's see what happens. Let's do this.
What the fuck?
I can hardly see anything because Torin's aura is so blinding.
Is it? My bad.
No, I'm just
I'll turn it
joking.
down. Okay.
It's cool. It's very cool. I apologize for cursing. I just saw a ghost say something. So, sorry about that.
That is okay. So, I'd like you guys to put wherever you want to put yourselves in the open area of this map.
Where's the mound?
It is, let's say, not in this area.
Okay.
You guys
so we'll
were
just
searching
ignore that
for
fact.
a...
Oh, yeah. We were searching for a place to rest. So, this is probably
To
why
camp.
we're by some water. Because we were looking for a good place to
Yes.
rest.
Okay, and where, in which tree line you said the noises were heard?
She says, who rolled a 25? Is that Caliban?
Caliban.
You hear it from both the northwest and the southeast.
All of the tree lines.
Both directions. So, Torin was probably... I don't know. I don't want to play anybody's character for them, but I am playing Torin. So Torin's going to be near one of the sounds. He's just going to automatically hear the sound and unsheath his sword.
Yep. I assume so, which is why it's glowing.
I cannot control Guy.
Yeah,
oh no,
the
because
game's
it's paused. Yeah,
paused, so we can't move.
there you go.
Technical issues.
Oh, Guy wants to be on the front line in front of everybody. Huh?
I'm going to be in the middle because I'm ranged. Jamba, get up there with Guy.
I mean, Guy seems like he wants to be there.
He does exist.
Oh, yeah.
I apologize. He does exist.
Just in the forest already?
No, don't. Jamba, don't run away.
He's like, today is not a good day to die.
He just pieces out. Oh, well, I mean, he was a good guy.
It's only a good day to die for you.
Well, it is both directions, so this is also one of the directions.
All right, let's do this. I think we're
Give me
set
one
I'm
up.
so proud of Guy.
Yeah. Torn might actually be here because he would imagine that if someone's going to be coming across, they do it on the thinner side of the, like maybe this water might provide some defense.
Really, since it's water, I didn't realize that the guy will be there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jamba has
The water
this side,
is
don't worry.
considered difficult terrain.
Oh, nice.
And let's roll some initiative and find out what happens.
Yeah.
It's been a while, Guy.
Oh my god!
There you go, Caliban.
That's what you get for 3 1s in a row. Now you got like 3 2s in a row. As you hear the rustling of the brush as these giant 2-headed creatures burst from the woodline. Let's start. Caliban, you are first to act.
Bum, bum, bum.
The music.
Okay, well, I will activate my flying boots.
Yep.
And go 30 feet up. See what would work for this.
You can just do the 0 above the cog and put 30. You right click your token.
I thought I did do that.
There's a height thing to the left of your token when you right click on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I can see it. It's just
Oh, yeah,
like
plus 30
inside of
feet.
Hamdallah.
It's covered
yep.
by the person.
Plus 30 feet.
The white on the
Nice.
background of the other token. What happens now?
Trying to think what I can do that won't screw up everybody else.
Well, you think that I have a quick question. How deep is this water? Or how
3
deep is
feet?
it? Deep is it 3 feet? Okay.
Oh, 2.5.
Yeah, difficult terrain
So-
for Jamba might drown Guy.
True.
Yeah, difficult terrain or swimming, depending on your character.
I think I may be able to walk on water. Like, I don't know if I'm going to get that confused.
I think
That
you might be correct.
And that's the
You're
reason
correct.
why it's there. Let's see.
These creatures, do they seem to be carrying any weapons?
It looks like they are carrying... Nope, it doesn't appear to be carrying any weapons. They're coming through with their mouths and sharpened teeth and their claws outstretched, their arms elongated as they look like they're running towards you. Well, Jamba, at least.
Do they look alive?
You can make a nature check. Use your roll d20, and because nature is obviously, well, you're not the druid this game. Yes, give me a nature check.
Yes, sir.
If that was Belladin, I would have been like, you can make it with proficiency plus wisdom.
That's a natural 20
no,
for a
no.
23.
23. I actually mapped your camera to a browser source.
Oh, cool.
Yes, they look alive. They have 2 heads.
Oh, gross. Gross. Okay, thank you. Thank you.
And they are definitely 2-headed trolls.
Wicked. 200 trolls, everybody. So, if you got fire, keep it going.
It's so long since I fought with this guy, I forget what he does. Okay, I guess as my action, I will summon my wildfire spirit.
Okay.
I
Wildfire
can do-
spirit. We will say, here is your spirit. Let me know if you can control it.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
cool.
within
Thinks that's
30
my first
feet
time
of
thinking
me.
about it, yeah. Very
Yeah,
cool.
put it wherever you want.
Oops. No, so we'll put him. Let me see, where am I?
Exactly where
Yeah,
Jamba
30
was
feet.
playing this
30
card.
feet diagonally.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so when he appears,
Mm-hmm.
they have to make everybody within 10 feet makes a deck save.
Okay, the guy up top, middle makes a deck save. Oops. That is a 15. And the next guy will roll his deck save, and that is a 20. DC?
My DC is 17.
Both. One fails, one succeeds. Is it half damage?
Hard to say because D&D Beyond doesn't throw up all the details necessarily. No, it's no damage if they make it.
Okay. The one up top takes 7 damage since he failed. The one to the left of the spirit takes no damage. And I will mark this guy.
Hate to say this. I think Jamba's within 10 feet too.
Jamba, you haven't raged yet, but you are a barbarian. Make a dex save with advantage, right? You can see this creature appear and take 7 points of fire damage.
Oh, what's the save?
Little thing? 17.
Oh.
Bonus action, wildfire spirit action.
Wildfire spirit. He will throw a flame seed at the guy to his left.
Okay. Roll an attack. AC is 15. 18. That hits. For 5 damage. So both of them have been hit with fire. I would say with that natural 20, Silas, you know that trolls regenerate. You're a traveled person, and you know that you've heard in your travels that fire or acid needs to be applied to these creatures, otherwise they regenerate. With Caliban hitting the fire, you know that they will not regenerate this next round.
All right, well done, Caliban. We keep up either fire or acid, and we'll stop them from regenerating. So keep that up. Good job.
Jamba, it is your turn.
All right. Well, Jamba would like to rage. Why can I not find my rage?
I got you.
Okay, there we go. Roll.
Flowers and vines temporarily grow around you. Until the rage ends, terrain is difficult terrain. Okay. Let me
That's not quite as useful as I wanted.
Green.
Is that the wild magic?
Enemies can't.
That is my wild magic, yes.
Oops, that's not it. Auras, square, 15. Let me see if this works. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Okay, yeah, that's good. So anything around there is difficult terrain for your enemies. Enemies only.
All right, I'm gonna step up so that I could be in range of this.
Is the fire seed spirit your enemy since it damaged you?
The fire seed. It's difficult terrain because of the vines. That would be hilarious. Yeah, I will go ahead and take some swings, and why not? Let's go reckless.
Yep.
Aiming for the guy on top.
29 will easily hit this creature.
All right, and then let's. Yeah, this is harder than I was hoping for. Let's go ahead and spend a charge on the tattoo. And how do you do this? Well, an additional 46 necrotic. All right.
Okay.
And then swing again.
18
that's low.
Hits.
18 does hit. All right.
Yep.
Another 15 damage. And I will not spend a charge this time.
Okay.
Jamba ends his turn.
Any more movement?
Nope. Jamba will patiently wait and turn.
Torn.
So Torn takes the next 10 minutes to do an inspiring leader speech to give us all 15 tips. I'm just kidding. Torin is going to say, well, you said it's already lit, right? So I imagine he heard the sounds and fired up the sword.
Correct.
Okay. So he moves to here. What's his movement? 30 feet. So that's going in 5, 15, 25, coming back out. That would be 30. So that's as far as he can go. He, with his bonus action, calls in spiritual weapon right next to this guy.
Spiritual weapon. Let me know if you can control that.
I cannot. It's okay.
All right.
It's good right there. I'll let you know if I need to move it. It's just going to follow one of them and attack them every round. And then I'll hit the button to make it attack. Ooh, natural 19 for 11 points of force damage.
That hits easily. As both heads roar back as this flash of bright light appears before them, and they move their heads away as this. What's your spiritual weapon? Is it a greatsword?
I think for him it's like another Fireforge sword. So it's another fiery sword. Unfortunately, it doesn't do fire damage, but
yeah, as the heads rear back from this fiery illusion, and it strikes and hits him with force damage. What else?
He's gonna just ready an attack for if something gets within range. He's gonna attack it with his fire sword.
You are ready action. Okay.
All right, cool. And that's Torn's turn.
Corvar is going to unsling his bow. Wordbreaker, blah, blah, blah. Nope, that's not it. He can move through non-magical difficult terrain. It costs him no extra movement. It's a forest, so okay. I think he's just going to shoot his longbow. How many attacks does this guy get? Only 2. He will make an attack at this troll to the right. That's 20 for 8 piercing. And he'll make a second attack. That is a 30 for 7. That's his attack. What does he have for a bonus action? What other? Nope, no bonus action. That's his turn. Guy Legacy.
Guy, you see him click his heels, very girly like, as he activates his boots, and then you see him literally using his unarmored movement improvement, runs across the on top of the liquid.
What does that look like?
It looks like Sonic. You know,
Nice. Did you spin in place a whole bunch before you started running?
Yeah, and there's like a little water trail that that's behind it as
like your speedboat.
So before he does that, he says, "I'll distract the other guys. Take care of the rest," and then he'll move up there. Go ahead.
As you see, Guy grab his chef's hat to keep it on his head, and he runs across the water. Tick, 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 almost look like he's going head over tea kettle, and comes up with his guard ready to attack the troll. What happens?
Then action, dodge. Bonus action, action, dodge. And that's it.
All right. Amdala's turn. She will pull her bow as well.
I see. Did we roll for the trolls?
Yes.
Oh, I don't see them. There they are.
There they go.
Ooh.
Ranger, hunter, prey. Get into attack feature. Nope, they're not within 5 feet. She also doesn't. Yeah, she will go ahead, and after Guy calls out, she will make an attack at this one troll here at the top with her longbow for a 25 for 13 piercing.
Nice. Max damage. Good for her.
And a 17 for 7 piercing. And does she have bonuses? Nope. No, she's not going to expend any spells. Silas.
All right, Silas is going to take a single step forward. Say, you picked the wrong group, gentlemen, and cast Hexblade's Curse on this troll.
He is now cursed.
Gives me a bunch of bonuses. And then with my action, I'm just going to Eldritch Blast, try and take these guys out as quick as we can. Here's the first one, Eldritch Blast. It's a natural 17, so I'm pretty sure that hits. Yeah, that's a plus 10, 27. Minimum damage, that's 6 points of damage.
It is looking very hurt.
Eldritch Blast, 25 to hit.
Hits.
12 points of damage.
As you see this creature call out from both of its heads as it falls to the ground. Same round, it will not regenerate. It is dead.
Awesome.
You done dead.
And I regain 10 temp HP, but I'm not hurt, so that doesn't matter. I'm now going to attack the other one. Eldritch Blast. 15 to hit. Does that hit?
15 is their AC.
Oh, amazing. Here we go. Another 12 points of damage.
Minus 12.
And then I'm going to get back over here and be like, you got this, Jamba. You got this. Unfortunately, that does not carry any bardic inspiration because I used my curse with that. That is my turn. Thank you, sir.
Jamba's feeling the love tonight.
The creature will attempt to step forward towards Jamba, being its closest enemy, and it finds itself trying to weed through this undergrowth, but it still manages to come upon you, and it will make 3 attacks towards Jamba.
At advantage. Let's go.
One
Oh
with
my
its
You did Reckless?
Of course I did.
Oh my goodness.
one attack with its bite. 20 to hit for 6 piercing.
That hits.
3
Half,
3
that's a
points
3.
of damage. And then with its claw. What would you like to do as a reaction?
I will unstable backlash. As a reaction, I'm going to re-roll my wild magic. Why?
Another 7.
That's
which
why.
is
Stupid
the
wild
same
magic.
thing.
Okay. Waste
And
my
as
reaction. Go ahead.
as the entanglement around it disappears, only to be replaced by a more vibrant entanglement that does exactly the same thing. And it will make 2 attacks with its claw.
Carry on.
It's a natural
That's
20
a nat 20.
Oh.
for 9 slashing plus 7 critical slashing for a total of 16. So reduced to 8
8.
for resistance. And that's another natural 20 for 13. The 9 is 21. Rounded down, that's 10 total slashing damage.
Man, both of those were on the on the advantage roll too. Ooh.
Don't mess up my
That
tattoo.
is its turn.
Don't mess the
It is
ink.
the sea guy there standing lightly on his Crocs, getting ready to do something, and it is going to attempt to bite at you, guy.
DM,
Yes.
he has to roll a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw. They're super wise. That's a 4.
He either loses his attack or has to attack somebody else. Because I have Sanctuary on myself.
Going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. It will attack. It tries to attack you. Does it say it has to be done? Or it just says it has to attack another person?
It
So I'm
says,
trying to-
on a failed save, the creature must choose a new target or lose the attack or spell.
Okay. So it will move over and try to attack Torin. Torin
And
is also displaced.
Yep.
And it will attempt to bite him. And that certainly misses. That's a 9.
Yep.
Claw attack. Oops, that's not. That's also a 9. And
Yep.
wow. That's
Yeah.
10.
All those misses, he's just too displaced. The 2 forms of him are like interlocking on top of each other. Popping and locking Torin.
Roll me D4, Adam. All right. It is going to. These guys aren't very smart. So it is going to try to attack the chef. Wisdom save?
Yes.
14.
That fails, I believe. I think my thing should be 17. Give me a second.
Mhm.
Oh, wait. I'm not think so. It's not even listed on my. Yeah, DC 17.
It attempts to attack you. It can't do it. It's going to try to move back towards Torin. It's moved 5, 10, 30. So it loses attack. Since it's an action, but it loses it, it still counts, so he can't dash. Caliban, it is your turn.
Nicely done.
Okay, I will drop a flame strike right about there. So every creature within 10 feet has to make a dex save.
All right, so just the creatures top to bottom. It will make a dex save. That is a natural 1. And the one on the bottom will attempt to make a dex save. And that is a 18. So the guy on top fails. So is that 18?
So it takes 7 flame.
7 flame.
And 18 radiant.
That guy failed. And this guy takes half of each. 3 plus 9.
Yes.
Got it. But more importantly, it's flame damage and radiant damage.
Oh, by the way, Torn was holding. I totally forgot when he came up to attack Torn. Torn would have gotten an attack there.
Oh, yeah. Okay,
just hit
go ahead and
this
make it a
button
weapon attack.
So that's
That is a
22 to
22?
hit. Yep. It would be one-handed, so that's 13 plus 1 fire plus 2 radiant. So 16 total.
16 total. Okay. The creature
You gonna
is
use it?
badly hurt.
Nah.
Anything else, Caliban?
Does Jamba want to stay where he is? Or does he want to get out of there?
Jamba wants to fight gloriously to the death.
Figures. In that case, the flame spirit will... I'm actually going to move him off. I guess I'll move him there. And then he will throw a flame seed.
Anything happen when he teleports?
He doesn't teleport, he just moves.
Moves? Okay.
I imagine the flame spirit kind of like, if you guys remember the flame guys in Donkey Kong.
But if he teleported, he definitely would have messed both of us up.
Yep, if it's we teleport, he blows up.
So he can still be attacked for attack of opportunity, yes?
Sure.
All right. I will try to bite him.
Oh, the
I'm
bite
going to try
only
to
has a
claw
5
him.
foot range. Look at that. That's crazy.
To 9.
2 weapons.
His AC is more than 9.
Yes, it's 13.
That misses as the troll tries to bite him and fails. And he does a... What'd you do? Did you do an attack?
Yeah,
Yeah,
did I forget what it's called.
24?
Flame seed. 24 to hit. And 8 damage.
8 fire. That hits. It bellows in anger as its flesh begins to sear away with the fire damage. Anything else, Caliban?
Oh yeah, I forgot. Because the fire spirit's out, when I did the flame strike, I can add an extra D8 to that damage, which is a big 1 point. So, woohoo!
Oh, to both the guys in the south.
Yeah.
Nice. Hey, man.
Which I guess write it down is nothing for one guy.
All good. What else?
And I think that sounds good for now.
Jamba.
Jamba will look to this new opponent and go ahead and continue his reckless rampage. Just go ahead and do this first. Wow. That still hits. But come on, Jamba. And golly. All right. And he's going to go ahead and add the
charge,
the necrotic to both of those.
Okay.
For an extra 23 necrotic damage.
As you see this creature keel over as the flame starts to burn away at its flesh. You have vanquished your foe.
See the flame tattoos across his chest and around his neck and over his eye. Look like they're living flames as he does this.
What else?
Guess that's... Jamba can start moving, Faft.
Are you going to bring that difficult terrain down on us?
It's only on people I dislike, so probably Guy.
Oh, cool. Nice. Oh, that's
yeah, so Jamba will run over here. And then his turn.
Torn.
All right, Torn with his bonus action is going to move the spiritual weapon behind the guy right in front of him and make an attack with it with his bonus action. It's a 19 for 4 force damage.
Yep.
And then he's going to move 1 space down and then take an attack at the guy right in front of him. Ouch. I think that's a miss. You know what? He's going to use his channel divinity to add +10 to that roll.
Whoa.
He feels this righteous anger at this disgusting two-headed troll who's come and attacked him while him and his party are just trying to loot an ancient temple. And it just fills him, and he watches as his sword, as it was going to come down to swipe, he notices that the troll's like going to move out of the way of the attack, and he feels some divine presence move his sword arm just enough to where he finds the troll's leg.
And with that fire damage, the beast crumples under the onslaught and drops to the ground, burning.
He moves another 5 feet and makes another attack. And with this, does he? No, he doesn't get a crit on a 19. With this, he also uses his tattoo. What is that, 46?
Yes.
So it goes from 17 to another 17 damage for 34 points of damage. Necrotic, fire, radiant, slashing, just everything's in there. Man, that was a good roll.
Is that it?
Yeah, just 34 points of damage on the second attack. And that's his turn.
And he gets his temporary hit points.
Oh, he gets temp HP for that? 17? Good for him.
Tattoo is broken.
Yep. Thank you for reminding me. That's it. That's my turn.
Corvair will fire his longbow and miss.
It's okay.
He'll fire it a second time and miss again.
The glory of our king can do that to you. It's okay.
Guy.
The guy will run up and he will attack twice.
Attack.
First hit
18
for
will hit.
18 for 11 points of bludgeoning damage.
This
And then
creature
his
is
second
near
attack.
death. That misses.
Oh my
As the
god.
creature dodges your attack. It's one head staring at Torin, the other staring at you, moves out of the way as you try to strike its calf, but it picks its foot up.
And you hear him say, "Flurry of blows." Suddenly his arms go into a flurry as he attacks again.
22 hits. 7. Creature's near death.
And just for the hell of it, you hear him say, "Stunning strike."
Mm-hmm.
He'll probably save. Constitution
DC?
con save throw. Yeah, 17.
18.
And then continues
One
with
more
his
attack.
flurry of blows.
That is 14 damage, as this creature also has been hit with fire this turn, and we will drop out combat. As you make quick work of these two-headed trolls, your friends, Corvair not really doing anything, but Amdala hitting each one. And you feel yourself significantly more powerful than you were in the past. And so do I. There we go. Configure.
Doubling hit points on all enemies.
Yeah, that's what that tone said right there. You're totally right. I heard some ACs changing, some attack bonuses changing.
What? That's craziness.
Well done, everybody. Man, those tattoos are no joke.
Yeah, I mean, they're
Yeah.
legendary, and you found an archmage to tattoo them on you, so.
Yeah.
It happens. Amdala smiles back towards Caliban as he slowly floats back down to the ground. You guys learned a few things, I see. Very impressive. And your new friends, and she walks over towards Jamba. She's 5'8", thin, lithe. She reaches out to give you a Beastmaster handshake. Well fought. And she shakes your hand, and she walks over to walks over to Silas and gives you more genteel as she takes your hand, and she kind of gives you a small bow or curtsy over your hand. Well met. I'm Amdala, Druidic Ranger of Elwood, and this is my captain, Captain Corvair. So, and she says out of the side of her mouth, loud enough for everybody to hear, seems like he needs a little more practice.
Good to meet you.
What are you guys doing all the way out here? Last
Why
time I
did
saw
you guys
well,
follow us?
We could ask the same.
well,
We're kind of a long way from the Elwood, aren't we?
yes. We had reports that there were people camping outside, and, well, the reason we're here, and she gestures towards Corvar, we heard a rumor from the there's a tavern in Ravenfist called the Nightly Danon Tournament. I'm not sure if you heard of it. Tavern Keep said that it's supposed to be an ancestor of or paladin of some kind of order, local hero or something. We listened to the stories, and as did many people new in the town. I guess it's supposed to be somewhat of an attraction. She shrugs. Each night they would recreate a show for the patrons during evening feast. During the show, the great hero kills the trolls 5 or 6 times. And they mentioned the well. Talking with some of the others in attendance and other merchants, apparently a number of caravans and people were killed by marauding trolls, and she gestures to these burning corpses. I spoke with the tavern keep, calls himself Randolph, said the location is known as the Well of Vaprak, and that he was a direct descendant of this great knight. Said it was supposed to be somewhat of a sacred altar where they would offer up riches as well as sacrifice people into it. Said Vaprak himself put a spell of silence to mask the screams of the dying. He pointed me this way, and it wasn't too hard for me to pick up the trail. Well, your trail from there. What brings you? She looks up at the group and makes eye contact with each one, looks back to Caliban and asks, so what brings you all the way out here?
It says, Guy says in everybody's heads, except Jamba, we should just say exactly the same thing she said to us.
Yeah, funny
Just
thing. Pretty much the same story you just told us.
This seems like the place. I mean, she looks up in the sky. Seems like we have a few hours left to go. Shall we start? And she reaches back, and on her pack, she's carrying 2 shovels, and Corvar reaches over his shoulder and hands a shovel to anybody else willing to take it. Actually, he offers one to Jamba, and Abdullah offers one to Torin. Well, we still have a few hours of daylight. Shall we get started?
Oh yeah, you can assist our main digger. And I look at Caliban.
Actually, because I don't intend to be digging alone, who else wants to be a badger?
Ooh, that sounds fun.
His eyes go wide. That's scary.
You see her glance over to Corvair, and she gets a big smile, and she puts her shovel in its place. This military style shovel that looks like it folds out into 3 pieces, and it locks into place. Some intricate woodworking, and she puts it on, and she's like, "This, we got to see this." And she smiles, and as you guys start to set up camp, or whoever's going to set up camp in this area, and whoever's going to go help start digging, you guys tell me how that plays out.
Guy will go ahead and set up camp because that's what he does, and starts to look for stuff to cook with.
Well, I guess I can. I mean, I'm going to be a giant badger. I'm assuming we're not going to be regular sized badgers, are we?
No, that would take forever. That'd be silly.
I mean, I could
be big badgers.
I could do the same. I could do it to myself, so you don't have to waste it.
Oh, in that case, we could have many badgers digging.
Okay. I'll look at Torin. My liege, do you wish to be a badger?
Torin says yes.
All right. I cast polymorph on Torin, turned him into a giant badger.
Huh? Damn. I got a polymorph waiting for anybody else who wants to be a badger.
Oh, Silas. Oh, I figured. I mean, I can keep concentration as a badger, can I?
Oh, okay, fine. You're a badger.
All right.
And then I wild shape into a badger.
All right. Then, as you make your way back towards this hillock with these stones, you guys start digging, and you make quick progress as you clear away the years of dirt and overgrown brush and the dirt that's piled on. You find a man-made cylinder, empty, that leads down further than you can see.
Guy will stick his head in the cylinder and scream.
Aren't you cooking dinner at the whatchamacallit?
That too. I mean, he'll if he has the opportunity when somebody tells him where it's in, assuming somebody tells him where the thing is when you guys discover it while he's cooking. Either that or somebody stick their head in there and scream.
Silas does the badger yell, which I think we all remember is terrifying, especially from a giant badger.
Yeah. And as you holler, There's no echo as it rattles down to the bottom of this well. However many hundreds of feet it might descend.
I'm gonna look at Torin, and I can't talk, so I'm just gonna give him a look like, "Do you want to be human again?" And I look at
You make
Caliban.
cute badger noises. Oh,
I'll drop concentration. Torin becomes Torin again.
Cute.
All right.
Oh, bad noises are not cute. Caliban, do you drop concentration?
Yeah, if we think we're finished digging, sure.
Yeah, you've made what seems to be like you found the man-made portions of this well, and it leads deep into the earth.
Well, he's like brushing dirt. He's just caked in dirt. I think we might need to actually fly to get down there. I can't even see how far down that goes, and I can see pretty damn far. And Silas has 120 feet dark vision, so when he looks down there, he just saw it just cut off, no bottom.
120 feet.
Yes,
you see some grayish, looks like a mound of dirt near, the edge of your dark vision.
Okay, so Silas will bring his head back up and say, "Well, we're going to need at least 150 feet of rope, because I can barely see the bottom down there."
How long has it been since Cloudwalk or Windwalk or whatever the heck it's called was cast?
You still have at least an hour.
Yeah, I figure we were going to go down tomorrow, though, so that way we can go down fresh. We don't know it's down there. Like, remember, we may not be able to cast magic down there based on the story.
We cast cloud here and float down.
It's up to Caliban.
I look at Caliban.
Yeah, well, I don't know how much. I guess we could do that. Of course, depends if there's some sort of anti-magic field down there.
Oh, that's even worse.
We would suddenly become not cloud.
Well, then we should set up the rope as a just in case it is an anti-magic field, not just silence.
I mean, I've got 50 feet of rope. I don't know what anybody else has.
Jamba has no rope.
Amdala offers her rope, and so does Kavar.
Yeah, and Torin's got rope too, so we got more than enough rope to go around, I think, if everyone's got 50 feet. Not Calvin, John, but we need to buy you some supplies, like a pack or something. Like, you're really just walking around with your weapon. And
you would buy Jamba a backpack?
If it dawned on me before now, I would have already done so. I apologize.
Or you could just go skin those trolls,
Oh, gross.
What? It's just leather.
Jamba is just a porcupine.
Troll leather backpack? Come on.
Even evil humanoids, I would prefer not to leather their skin. I do have my limits.
That makes me wonder.
Yes.
Will it repair itself if you put a slit in it?
Unless it's on fire.
I mean, they're probably dead, so no, it probably got to be alive. And you know what? Let's not talk about this. This is disgusting. You guys can keep talking about it, but Silas walks away.
I wonder if any of that is edible.
A debate breaks out about it. But if it's dead and it's on fire, does it matter?
Maybe.
Silas doesn't want to hear it.
If you cook the meat of the troll, does it ever cook, or does it heal itself after you've cooked it?
My bag is vulnerable to fire damage. That sounds bad.
We could test that.
If you think about it, all bags are vulnerable to fire. Silas doesn't want to hear this conversation, so he starts playing the bagpipes. Made out of troll skin. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, sounds amazingly like badger sounds.
Poor Troy.
Is the plan to tie all your ropes together and tie it to some nearby tree and lower it down the hole? Okay.
That's a good call. There's a tree nearby. I mean, we have 200 feet of rope or more if multiple people offer theirs together, just in case. Looks like.
Is there a big enough tree for tree striding? Tree whatever?
Tree striding? You probably would be able to find one in relatively short order. I would say yes.
All right.
Well, I mean, I can I have to prepare it.
No. Just to come back if needed, or to go through.
Oh, to come back here. I thought you meant to leave here.
Well, I imagine if we're leaving, we might be leaving in the morning anyway. So,
I'm just marking I'm just suggesting we mark a place that we know a big tree is here. That's all.
Ah,
I think it's a fantastic idea everywhere we go.
To
Yep.
come back for more weapons.
Right? If there's a cache down here that is too big for us all to carry, right?
I like this plan.
Our two new companions are just like, what are they? Trees? What?
So exactly,
And they come from the
it's
Druid
obvious.
civilization.
It's obvious why we're here. Why again are you here?
That's a good point.
So Amdala looks at Caliban and she says, well, there's supposed to be a druidic masterpiece known as the Book of Creation at the bottom of some unholy entity's place of prayer. And as she switches through a combination of druidic, elvish, and common, kind of merging them all together, we hoped it was here.
okay. So we're sort of on similar mode. So you call dibs on this book.
Yes.
Dibs have been called. The law of dibs is sacred.
We can just do
She
that.
kind
I call dibs on everything else down there. I didn't know this could be done.
Kind of
The
leans into
weapons will be
Caliban.
mine.
You have to be a little more specific.
Oh, okay. Single item only.
Well, no, you could, you just can't say like a sword because it could be lots of swords.
That's true. I mean, she knows that the book has a name and everything. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, if there are two books of creation, we get the other one.
There you go.
She laughs overly loud as Caliban makes the jokes as she like leans in and I wouldn't say rests herself, but rests her hand on your forearm and laughs overly loud at your witty puns.
Ooh, wait a minute.
Wow. Yeah.
Is there kind of like a thing going on here? Do I sense kind of like a flirtatious manner?
Oh my God. I
You
don't
mean inside check?
Yeah, well, I don't even. Shit. Do we even need to?
I hope it's low and he believes it anyway.
Oh. Oh, look at that.
Yes.
Look at that. A 1 and a 2. That's amazing.
Guy officially hates Jamba.
Not sure. Definitely not sure.
Silas
Of
doesn't
course.
even need a roll.
Jumbo
Yeah.
will never
I
know.
was like, look, very friendly.
Wholly platonic.
Totally.
It was a very good joke.
It was.
All
So
right,
what
so
happens now?
Who did she do the arm thing to? That got lost in the shuffle for me.
Caliban.
To Caliban. Okay, that's what
Later I whisper, we will kill them all for that book.
No survivors. I was like, damn, Caliban, all right.
All right, so we going tonight or tomorrow?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
It can't hurt to go in the morning, be fully rested.
So, I mean, if you want, I could take a real quick peek. How far is you see that the ground from the side of the walls?
Oh, you mean how
Has
far
been-
down is the well?
Yeah, so the ground basically. So basically, guy could run vertically as long he's moving.
120 feet at least.
No,
I know.
the side of the walls.
I know. I'm telling you, when I stuck my head down there, I could see the ground 120 feet down. So I don't.
And how? Okay, but okay. Never mind. I won't bother them.
The tube went all the way down, but
You could probably step of the wind back up.
Not if the thing is more than like 10 feet up from the ground. That's why.
That's right. Guy can just float down.
I'm gonna lean over. Is there a moment where I can get maybe Torin or Guy or Calvin? I just want to be like, hey, normally we do, and this is to any of them that know these two people from before. I normally do the hut thing, right? But I mean, that's if I do that with these two people in there with us, is that going to be a problem? Like, do you trust these people enough to allow them into a place where they can kill us? in our slate.
I will defer to Caliban because actually, guys, they're used to.
Well, I wasn't thinking about it before you said it.
I don't trust anybody except for y'all. So, I mean, the way I see it, as long as one of us is up at all times, so like if there's a watch kept, we just make sure one of us is awake the whole time, and hopefully they don't.
Or we could be rude and just not allow them in.
I thought about that, but I didn't want to be the person to suggest it. I mean, I can be the dick. That's no problem. I don't know these people.
Yeah, I'm not overly worried about them attacking us.
Okay. Then I will just say, since it is my hut, that we just make sure one of us, if they have watch, we make sure one of ours is at watch with them too. So we just keep an eye on them. Because, yeah, I can fit 9 people in here, so there's enough space.
Yeah, I'll offer to take the last watch and have
you make breakfast.
Yeah, because I always take the last watch, so I'll have maybe me and her could take the last watch, so we're paired up.
Okay, and yeah, we'll just say pair up throughout the night, so that way.
And she's an elf, right? Does she have pointy ears?
I thought they were both human.
Oh, they were both human. Okay.
Yeah, she's elf, I think. Yep.
That's Rick's call, right?
I mean, she was also speaking Elvish. I don't know.
She was speaking Elvish.
And she spoke Druidic.
She is human.
Oh, she's human. He's got the elf ears. Got it.
And he is also human.
Okay. All right.
Pictures are deceiving.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I can take first watch. And then who wants to take second?
Amidala will speak up and we'll take watch. We only need a few hours sleep between us, so if you want us to watch.
We normally pair off. So I can take first and then I can wake up 2 people and then or someone can stay up with me, pair off, buddy system. And then Amidala, who do you want to do watch with? You can do last watch with Guy. Guy usually takes last watch because he makes us breakfast.
Makes no difference. That'll be fine. We can, just camp out under the stars. And she's, as you're having this conversation, she looks like she's getting her bedroll ready and laying it out on the grass underneath, or at least up against one of the nearby trees, but out from underneath the leaves so she can have a clear view of the sky.
Okay.
So, and Silas's head says, "Well, she's already laying out her stuff. Where's our and our stuff is already kind of being laid out over here.
Right.
I mean, there's nothing stopping you. Just like, whoops, your stuff is outside of the dome."
Ugh, I feel like such a dicko if I do that. You hear responded. That just seems mean. Amidala, would you like to, instead of taking last watch, do you want to take second watch with Caliban? Caliban, would you be okay with that?
That's fine.
All right. So, Torn and I will take first watch. Caliban and the wonderful lady will take the second watch. And then, what'd you say your name was, sir? I forgot. Corvar, you could take it with Guy, so that way we're all buddied up. And I got to tell you, you don't need to be out under the stars. One of the things that I bring to this merry band of adventurers is the ability to make a magical dome to keep us safe at night. So if you're interested in that, you can come a little closer. We all set up our bedrolls in a little radius here, and then I create the dome around us, and it'll be nice and warm and safe throughout the night.
Travar says, "While it is appreciated, friend, we spend many of our nights in the forest, and we prefer to sleep under the stars. If that is okay, I don't mean to offend, but..." And he's going to decline your offer of being in the dome because he would rather sleep outside.
That's fine with me. It's fine with me. All right. Sounds good. Well, it'll take me about a minute.
Step inside of it,
yeah,
so that they can get in and out if they want to. Or you
that is a fantastic point. Do you want to have the ability to come into the dome if things get bad.
They look at each other and are like, not really. No, I don't think so.
As you wish.
Or we find them next morning all like cattle mutilated.
Yeah, ripped apart like trolls. All right. Okay. Well, when everyone's settled and ready to go, Silas will pop the dome.
Is the dome a complete circle? Like, excuse me, a complete sphere?
Yes.
Does that mean that we could put the dome a little closer to the entrance so nobody kind of drops in while we're sleeping?
How big is the gap? Because it's a 10-foot radius, so it's 20 feet across.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, the well's only like 3 feet across.
Okay.
Completely.
I will get the dome. I'll get the dome in there. So
you understand?
Yes, I do. So that way nothing can come in and out of the hole because the sphere will like bisect it.
So you're going to move away from your campsite back over to the hole.
Oh, that's the problem.
And push the sphere.
No.
Make sure we're good.
No.
Okay.
I like where your head's at, Adam, but I think we'll just stay here.
Okay. You take the minute or 10 minutes or however long, I think it's 10 minutes, right?
It's
create
a minute,
this dome?
It's 10 minutes if I do it as a ritual, but we're going to bed. I'm just gonna cast it.
Yep.
So it's a
and
minute.
as you cast it, as everybody starts to take their watch. So we find ourselves in our campsite. The Leoman's tiny hut has been created, and their friends Amdala and Korvar prefer to sleep under the stars. Torin and Silas take first watch. Give me a perception check.
That's a 12 for Silas. And then he doesn't have dark vision, so does that a disadvantage? Or is it still light out?
No, it's winterish time, so if you guys are going to do a long rest, it would be dark out. But Silas has dark vision, right?
Yes, he does.
Yeah.
So that's Silas had a 12. And then Torn had an 11.
Okay. It is an active forest. And you hear the animals in the distance, the night owls hooting, and the wolves howling in the distance. Is there anything you guys want to discuss?
No, just we don't have to RP it. I'll just be talking about the random things you find while you're traveling. You know, this quest, this well, this ancient temple, and their old friends returning, and how strange and what a coincidence it is. And hopefully it isn't just a coincidence.
All right. And your watch goes by without incident.
Thank you, sir. I'll wake up
Caliban.
Yep.
And Amdala awake. And you find yourselves, I assume, unless you tell me otherwise, no fire. Because it's in the middle of the forest anywhere. Give me a perception check for Caliban.
And since I'm going to get it back anyway, I will cast Dark Vision on myself.
Okay. 14. What does Amdala have? I don't know why I closed her character sheet, but I did. And she will not cast Dark Vision on herself. But she is going to make a perception check anyways. So Amdala says, after she, walks the perimeter, she has her bow out, and she comes back and she sits not right next to you, Caliban, but across a small clearing. And she just wants to know what you guys have been up to. It's been a while since we've seen you.
Oh, gosh.
What coincidence that you've been here.
So many things we've done. Now we'll give her this long, rambling explanation of all the places we've been.
Okay.
And how Torin became a king. And there was a city with a big dome on it.
And as you're explaining
and Torin was dead, and Fiddy was dead.
Her eyes get wide, and
and hilarious story about how we resurrected Fiddy, and he came back exactly the same, just younger.
her eyes go wide as the mention of the dome. And she confides in you that that's why she's been sent out here to find the rumors of these powerful, at least magical artifacts, magical items, anything to help, because the princess of the Elwood, the Platinum Princess, has sent her and Corvar in down this way and other people other ways into the kingdom to find anything that is supposed to protect them from the darkness that's supposed to be coming.
So you're not the only people out looking.
No, there's several others that have been dispatched to different rumors. We were supposed to scour the coastline on the east, and this was maybe the second or third rumor we've heard of. And figured, well, it's on our way back home, we'd stop by and, and she gestures over to the dome. The guy without the shirt, he makes a pretty loud sound as he traipses through the forest, and it was relatively easy to follow him, but I was really surprised to see the rest of you guys with him.
Oh yeah, we picked him up in that city.
What is that darkness over there?
Oh, you mean the dome? Oh, that's just...
And she points to the tiny hut. Not that. She points to where to the west, to the mountains. What is the darkness growing in that desert there?
The darkness growing in the desert?
So, as you guys eliminated the dome of the city, it didn't disappear, but it actually moved into the desert.
Ah. Well, I'll tell her what I remember of it.
Okay.
Which isn't much at this point.
Seems concerned. She intimates to you that, that's why she's out here, because that thing appeared on the horizon and the sky found it, and they consulted with their council and what should we do, and they said we should get ready to, if it's bad, we should be ready, and we should go out and search for these different artifacts in the realms, anything that could give us a leg up. But she also says to you, if you need any help in your quest to defeat that darkness, be sure to let me know.
Well, we'll keep you in mind.
And your watch goes by without further incident as she moves over and shakes Corvar, wake him up, take his time during watch. Caliban, you find with your passive perception, you find her glancing in your direction as you head towards the dome, as she heads towards her sleeping bag that sits out under the stars before she rolls over and faces away and stares out seemingly into the stars, or at least to the western Rake Highlands and whatever darkness that might be visible out there. Corvar comes awake, as does Guy. Guy, make a perception check. You see that Corvar seems somewhat distracted. And after about 4 hours of sleep, including the first watch, Undala restlessly wakes up and she walks to the edge of the clearing, and Corvar nods to you as he stands up and starts to head over to her to have some kind of conversation.
So as he heads down, Guy will say, Corvar, I'm about to go out a little bit further out to look for breakfast. Just curious, was you and Amdala part of the group that I heard the bowstrings knocking when I was doing this at the edge of the Eldwood?
He smiles. Was that you? We heard that there were some people, and they mentioned this large hat. They gave us some descriptions of our friends, and he gestures back towards the gestures towards you and backwards. We weren't sure, and we wanted to make sure nobody came in, but we were there, and your friend, and he points towards the dome, he created one of those things, and we just wanted to make sure that you were abiding by the treaty that we had agreed to. But yes, we were making our way in a similar direction, and through similar magics, we were able to travel relatively quickly. I hope that's okay, and I hope you don't mind or it didn't disturb you.
Well, like I said, I'm gonna prepare breakfast, and I'm gonna do some gathering. So if anybody asks, you know where I'll be. And Guy will head towards the tree line to do the usual, look for game, look for berries, etc., etc.
He nods and says, we're awake now. We only need a few hours sleep. We'll be here, making sure your friends are good to go.
Guy smiles and we'll walk off.
All right. And you're able to collect the berries and any small game that you might need. And the night goes by without issue. Everybody gains the benefits of a long rest. And the morning is yours.
Guy will make his usual treats.
Corvair will pass out good berries to anybody who wants them.
Nice. I'll get the treats and then I'll eat the good berry just to tide me over for the rest of the day.
Yeah, Jamba eats both right now.
All right. You find yourself awake in a brisk winter morning near the eastern coast. Well, the bay of the Ash End Bay, northwest of Ravenfist. The dew clings to the trees here, though unimpeded by the protections of the dome. You and some companions you met 8 levels ago are awake and aware as you head back towards, well, let me rewind it a little bit. As everybody comes awake, Guy, what are you cooking?
Oh man, so I got berries, right? So I don't have the ingredients to cook twisty bread, unfortunately. Sorry, Jamba.
Mhm.
So with berries and stuff, let's see. He would make granola. Yeah, I think he could be able to do something like granola with the rations, with berries and stuff. That'd be a pretty good breakfast.
Okay.
For the treats. And that would probably hold for whenever they want to eat the treats. It is, I should just permanently checkmark these 4. So it's 4.
Yeah.
So Guy will take 1, Jamba will take 1, Torin will take 1, and who's and that then the last one would probably go to
Silas?
No, I'd
Silas,
say Caliban, because out of the people that can heal us, that would be Caliban and Torin, right?
right, and Caliban.
Okay.
And then we asked Torin. Do you have any words to say?
Doesn't
One
sound like
second.
Yeah, probably not. Okay, that's fine.
Torin says, as I Google something, he says, that's a long ass fucking poem. I'm not going to say that. He will give you an inspiring speech.
Yeah, it's 10 minminutes, so you could, but no, you're
I'm
good.
like, damn. Like I was after I scrolled like 5 times. I'm like, dude, that's really long.
So because nobody else assumed I ate the treats, so Jamba goes from 4 to 15.
So it's up to 6 people, right?
So he'll do
yeah.
all of you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and probably he would do Corvair.
All
He would
right.
definitely do Corvair.
I want to know why he would do Corvair over.
I get the sense that Torin would do Corvair.
I do too. That's the funny part. How many
Right.
hit points?
It's 15 temp HP.
Holy crap!
It's his level
is
plus
freaking,
his charisma modifier.
That is amazing.
We need to get that charisma modifier up to him.
Torin slacking.
He's just too busy being king, Too much on his mind.
Yeah.
Rookie numbers.
And Amdala starts to tie intricate knots in the rope as she ties them to a sturdy tree, and she tosses it into this man-made well.
Should we just go down and you can save the spell slot, Caliban? Save your magics.
It's fine with me because, I'm going to be hanging onto the rope and I'm going to be floating down on my boots.
All right, yeah, you can fly anybody. Anyway,
Jamba just climbs down.
wasn't there? Hold on, Job. God damn it! Wasn't there some talks of some night vision? I know Torin doesn't need it. I guess
Sure,
Torin and
yeah.
Jamba don't need it because they'll be up in the shit. But maybe I don't need it either.
Sure, I cast it on myself and I guess Guy.
Thank you, sir.
Nice. Okay. Well, let's go.
Descending the well, it drops for over 100 feet. And the silence is deafening as you feel your heartbeat pound in your ears. Reaching the bottom, you land atop a short and wide pile of dirt. Glancing around, skeletons litter the floors. Bodies piled upon themselves in the chamber that you estimate spans nearly 60 feet across from end to end. The smell of old dirt and decay assail your nostrils. Can I get a perception? So let me back up a little bit.
Is disgusting.
So Corvair and Amdala will not elect to go down.
Really?
So we'll rewind a little bit, and they're like, we'll keep a lookout. We're not used to being in confined spaces. It's kind of giving me the claustrophobia. We prefer to be out in the wild.
How are you going to find the book?
Well, they have us.
Well,
now, don't
hoping you'd go down there and look for it for us, and if you find stuff, then
if you
bring it
hadn't
back.
run into us, what was your plan?
I mean, we would obviously go down there and take a look while one of us stays up here. But if you prefer, I would go. I'd absolutely. I would love to go with you, Caliban. Amdala says, and if somebody else wants to stay behind and help keep a lookout with Corvair, then that works.
Do we really need two lookouts?
Not really. I mean, I was going to go down, and Corvair was going to keep a lookout if we found the place.
Yeah, then why don't you come down with us? Corvair, you can handle it.
Okay. Can you still fly? Could you fly before you met her?
I'm not sure.
But
when
she
I
saw
got
you
the
fly
boots.
yesterday, right?
Oh,
During
yeah.
combat, yeah.
Yeah.
Had
She
the boots for a
will
long
say-
time, so
She'll say, I mean, can you fly me down there if you don't mind?
Oh, shit. This is became a romantic comedy.
yeah. Can the boots carry her?
Can you carry her is the question.
Yeah, that's the actual
Well,
question.
My strength ain't that great either. Depends. Does she weigh more? Yeah, my carrying capacity is 150 pounds, and I'm carrying 114 pounds.
Definitely weighs more than 36 pounds.
I'm assuming. So I'm like, no, you'll probably have to climb down the rope.
You see her roll her tongue around in her mouth. Okay. And she starts to make her way down beyond the next person.
Did she look
whoever went first.
disappointed? Or more
You give me,
angry? Or
You don't need an insight check. She looks disappointed. Like she literally wanted to hang her arms around Caliban's neck and have him feather fall her all the way down. And Guy, this isn't the first time you've seen her be, say, friendly towards Caliban.
Well, don't forget,
She was
I wasn't
friendly
into
towards him.
Eldwood the very first time.
Oh, that's right. So this would be the first time you've seen her friendly. But Torin would definitely notice that this isn't the first time that she's being friendly towards Caliban.
Is Torin like, she's going to stab you? She's just going to stab you.
Yeah, he's making stabby noises. The stabby signs behind her back.
The stab noises from like 80s horror movies.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, let's go down now that we figured all that out.
Can they hear Jamba screaming back up from the bottom of the well?
As you start going down, about 20 feet down, they cannot hear you.
Oh no. Okay.
So as you guys start to descend the rope or use it as a lead line, you descend 20 feet.
I'm
Your
gonna keep
magic doesn't
whistling.
start working, but the sound stops after you go down about 20 feet from where you dug out.
So Silas would have been whistling the whole way to see if something like that was going to happen. So 20 feet down, the whistling just stops.
Yep, you can't hear it. You hear the pounding of your heart in your ears.
When Guy stops hearing Silas whistle,
Mm-hmm.
Guy will whistle in Silas's head.
I'm going to respond in my head. That's fucked up and you know it. I'm going to try and cast message to Caliban. It is verbal, somatic, and material. So I'm going to just lock my legs and
Yep.
with one hand I do the somatic component real quick and I try and cast message to Caliban.
and you are unable to activate the verbal component of the spell.
Okay. I am all but useless up to now, so I'll just keep going down the well.
Well, you can't even inspire people.
I can't do anything. Like, basically my entire character is neutralized.
As you reach the bottom, skeletons litter the floor. Bodies piled upon themselves in the chamber that you estimate spans 60 feet across. The smell of old dirt and decay assail your nostrils. The smells of old dirt and decay assail your nostril. Everybody give me a perception check.
With my action, I'm going to summon my rapier and don my shield. So I'm just going to do that real quick so I'm not defenseless, and then I'll do the perception check.
Reveal.
That's a fun point. Torn can't light his blade.
That is correct.
You didn't light it on the way down?
And carry a flaming sword down a rope?
Torin, go climb back up and light your blade.
Here's a question to the DM. If he lets it go, does the flame go off?
The flame turns off if he drops his sword.
Like a lightsaber.
Okay.
At least at this level of power, say.
Okay. Well, I don't know how he comes down unless he just slides with one hand the whole way down.
I can carry him on my back and he can hold on to me and make Amtalo even more jealous.
Okay. Let's do that. He wants a flaming sword. I got a 16 perception. Doesn't beat Guy, though. Torn wants a flaming blade, so he climbs back up until he's 20 feet within the range of the entrance. I imagine Jamba comes up after him, and then he gets onto Jamba's back, pulls the blade out, wraps his arm around Jamba's waist, and wraps his legs around his body, and holds the sword out to the side and says, "Flame on!" And the flame comes on, and then Jamba slides or climbs down.
So,
and if Kellerman could say anything, he'd be yelling, "Get a room!"
We're saying that, just no words are coming out.
So I'll give you guys the option of, as you reach the bottom and this decay assails your nostrils and you roll a perception, those of you who got above where was my roll? A 13, see bones move out of the corner of your eyes.
Nice.
This is before you climb up and do piggyback.
Yeah,
Great, because I think both Torin and Jamba rolled too low to see it. So we're just like, whatever, let's go.
Yeah, and they can't hear us.